you talk a little bit how that process of sort of unearthing things and pulling them together to put together the book and the images themselves, how did that evolve your memories? What did that do to change the memories for you?
Well, I didn't think it would. I was pretty committed to what I thought was my reality, and not to take away from my lived experience, because it was important for me to process that. But as I began digging into some of this, I realized it wasn't all bad, or is almost both and. I have very positive memories of being a Girl Scout, very positive. I loved it. But I quit going because I didn't want to go to the father-daughter banquet, because I wasn't comfortable being alone with my dad and trusting that he would be responsible and take care of us. And so when I was working on the project, my mom had my entire Girl Scout uniform. So I dressed my daughter up in it. We actually went back to my parents' house and staged our photo exactly the way my mom took my photo in front of the shrubs at her house. So it's exactly the same way. And normally I prefer right angles, and my mom photographed this more on the diagonal. The lines are more diagonal, which I decided to leave. So it's really kind of an authentic reproduction of that image. But then when I wrote the text, instead of it being about a positive moment, I kind of kept that sense of, I don't know, dystopian memory, that, dystopian ideal that I had of my childhood, and talked about the dysfunctional family badge that I would have earned if there were one. So, but I didn't want everything to be negative as I moved forward. I thought it would be. But then I started having these more positive memories and realizing that it's okay for me to tell more of the story. I didn't just have to tell that aspect of my childhood. And I think therapeutically, it brought me through that time period in a way I couldn't have if it were just talk therapy with my therapist. Because I don't think I was open to some of those memories or some of those feelings. But then going through it with my daughter and actually talking to her about life, I think I opened myself up more to other additional realities, additional feelings about some of the positive aspects of that time, because it was the 80s and you could hop on your bike and ride for miles and just have to be back by dinner. And that is not a feeling my daughter has today. So there was that sense of carefree, being able to explore and go out and find my independence, that I still wanted to be present in the project, because that's still very much representative of who I was and who I am as a person today. So.
Yeah, and I see that.